Live on DAZN.com, Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Scull. Friday, May 2nd from 6 p.m. Eastern and Saturday, May 3rd from 7 p.m. Eastern. A knockout weekend of boxing. Pick one or go all in for $90 exclusively on DAZN. Buy now using the link in the description box below.
Put the fight on.
I will be live in New York at the City Winery doing an on-stage live performance. You guys, please show up. The tickets are on sale now. Check the link in the description box and in the comments below. Turkey Al-Sheikh, brother, So His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to put on the Chris Eubank Jr. Conor Benn rematch in September. All right, listen. First, I want to say, hold on, is there a smudge in the? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna put all right, a little bit better. You know, I want to say, wait, hold on. I'm on the bed. That feels a little pause. I can't sit on the bed. Let me man this up a little bit. All right, War Room. Here we go. First, I want to say this, okay? That fight that I called last night is the greatest fight I've ever witnessed with these two eyes, okay? It is the greatest fight I've ever witnessed. Live. I'm talking about in the flesh, witness live in real time. It is the greatest one. I'm talking about everything included. The build-up, the legacy, the rivalry, the meaning behind it, the ring entrance, the hype, the size, the volume, and then the product itself, not only living up to the volume and living up to the legacy, but being a better fight than their fathers, than both of them. I watched their fight. See, the thing about the legendary original Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn is they were both middleweight champions during the best era of middleweight champions of all time in the 90s. And it was the first time having two champions, UK champions, meet each other in the ring. So it was a lot of hype. And it dragged on for a while for them to make the fight. They finally made it. It was kind of like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. As far as like the hype, it was like that. Actually bigger. It was bigger. And they fight each other. It ends in TKO. It's a fantastic fight. And then they go on, and after a while, they fight again, making this rivalry. You know, they had real hate for each other. And I know Chris Eubank Sr. never called it hate, right? He said it was business, but it was definitely a rivalry. And it was emotional. But this fight, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, actually is a better product than that fight. It was a better fight. The fight itself was actually better than both of their fights. These guys laid their health on the line. They laid it all on the line, all right? And a lot of skill, a lot of technique, they gave up a lot. You know what I'm saying? You have Chris Eubank Jr. giving up a lot of his health here with, cutting down to make weight, the rehydration clause, stuff like that. And then you have Conor Benn, a natural 147-pounder, going up to 160. So they both gave up a lot and put on a tremendous fight. Both of them, to me, looked hurt multiple times in that fight. I was equally impressed by both of them. I was impressed by both of their grit, both of their tenacity. A lot of people are a little bit more impressed by Conor Benn being the naturally smaller guy. But Chris Eubank being dehydrated and fighting through, he could, if it was any other situation, I think Chris Eubank Jr. would have fallen. He would have fell. And maybe Conor Benn too, okay? But like I said, chins are partially mental. I say that all the time. They would be damned if they fall that night. Put on a fantastic fight. Here's my issue. If they fight again in a rematch, and damn it, if they both agree to rematch each other, it is what it is. I think that fight was a perfect ending to the Bourne rivalry. I do. I think the way it went, I am totally fine with that product. I'm not sure if a rematch can live up to what they did. But here's another concern. The amount they put on the line. I don't know if they do that again, and God forbid, if there's a trilogy, I'm not sure if either one of them would be the same. They both are giving up a lot. They're risking a lot. And the way that they grit it out and how much they put on the line fighting each other as far as never saying die. Both of them, you would have literally had to kill them that night. When you have fights like that, they're never really the same. Holyfield, Bo. Neither one of them were really the same after their fights. Muhammad Ali, Frazier. There's just fights like that where, Mickey Ward, Gotti, right? There's fights where after the fight, hey, Wilder and Tyson Fury. I've been saying that for a while. They both wrecked each other. So that's my concern, okay? I think Conor Ben, he definitely has more ahead of him as far as a career than Chris Eubank Jr. And I think a rematch can threaten that future. I do. Am I opposed to it? No. You have something that great. I would prefer it to end the way, but if they make that fight September, I would be front row regardless. I would be hyped. I mean, it's a rematch to the greatest fight I've ever watched live, okay? I'm going to end by saying this with both of those guys and the fight that they put up. What I consider the greatest fight I've ever witnessed live. I know a lot of people going to say in the comments they're going to bring up fights, and this was going on yesterday. People bringing up fights. I said witness live, so I wasn't old enough to watch Sugar Ray Leonard versus the Ram Muhammad Ali Frazier. I'm saying witness live in real time. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is there may have been fights that may rival that fight as far as a better product. Gotti Ward, Holyfield Bo, Castillo Corrales won. There are fights, okay, that I've witnessed that can possibly rival that, okay? But not with the hype behind it. You have the product with the hype. There was no real big hype between Gotti and Ward. Barrera and Morales, great fight, but it didn't have the hype that this one had and the moments this one had. When Chris Eubank Sr. walked out the car and accompanied his son, that was one of the biggest moments I can think of. It literally gave me chills and it raised the hair on my neck. So what I'm saying is, as a complete event, that was the greatest fight ever witnessed live. And now we're going to have a rematch, it seems, according to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh in September. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, but don't.
Okay, gents, you know the rules. Remember, obey my commands at all time. Defend yourselves at all time. God bless. Touch gloves. Touch them now. Touch them.
Trying to slip inside the jab of Eubank and throw his own left hook as well. Oh, just missing with the right there. Better though, he stepped in behind the left hook.
Much better round from Conor Ben, and a bit of blood from the nose of Eubank, whose jab just hasn't had the precision. It's fallen at a much, much higher level. Eubank Jr. as he ships a right hand, and again. And Conor taps it with a left hook in the first minute of the third round, and Eubank felt that.
And when you let him flurries his jabs go like he is, doubles and triples, then you put the right hand on the end of it, but good roll with the left hook from Eubank.
They're starting to put the punches together. Another shot. I think doing a better job than a lot of people thought. That's how he's flipped over.
He's not punching through the target, he's just touching with that right hand.
Ben looks lively at all times. Eubank trying to dig in a right hand and show his power.
Got to cover that jab at Eubank. Oh, not far off with that shot.
I'll tell you what, it was a nice right to the body though from Eubank.
It's really heating up in there. Oh, good shot from Eubank. And he walks right through it, Conor Ben.
is alone, Rose. That knows who's throwing the hand shots, who's being the busier.
The determination of Conor Benn has been exemplary, but the punches of Chris Eubank have been heavy. Hooks, body shots, head shots. The volume in the last few rounds has been intense. Here comes Eubank. Benn hurt. Left hook to the body from Conor Benn. There's going to be everyone on their feet in this Tottenham Hotspur Stadium applauding the bravery, the savagery, the intensity of Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. Eubank Jr. celebrates. Benn puts his hands up.
The winner by unanimous decision, Chris Eubank.